elevate? Can he elevate his game? He's been so good. It's been an historic season for this guy so far this year, but you know the toughest challenges are still ahead. Can he take his game to the next level and win the Heisman?
And that's a hard thing to do as a wide receiver. Like, again, you're going against quarterbacks that touch it every single play. So to continue the dominance in the big moments on the big stages and making those big splash plays, it won't hurt to throw a one-handed catch in there. An amazing play that wins a game late. Like, those are the moments, those Heisman moments that matter so much.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. Is putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. To the air, it's King. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech was a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game with all the plays.
Spins away from the defense. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That's reeled in. It's Mays. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him. And he's had an unbelievable season.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. He'll take the deep shot. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Georgia going up tempo.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Wants to throw again. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point makes it 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was
and the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Right down the middle. Got him, and nobody's close. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. He's at the 50. The 30. The 10. He takes it all the way back for the defense and 2-point conversion.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The return is tackled down at the 31, and the Georgia offense will take over.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Complete in the middle. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the move. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from around the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Gets it out fast. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Mays. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Dogs racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin.
Hauls it in down the sideline. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Got his man. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. To the air on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the backhand, taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to throw, it's King. Gets it out quickly. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it for a big play. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this is...
Touchdown, Georgia! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for second down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. It's caught. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wiley. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy dogs putting the bite into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Got his man downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Grimes. They get to him as he throws.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Wiley. At midfield, he's got room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection.
He caught it. Touchdown, Dogs. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed. Burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Grimes. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Number 15, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide open downfield. There he goes to the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Handoff from the gun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. To throw, it's Grimes. Caught over the middle. It's Lockhart. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
4th down.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Yeah, now on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long.
He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add. More to the board with that trip to the house. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Quickly to the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he's still running after the move. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Yellow Jackets come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air, it's Grimes. He'll pull it down. Got the first down himself. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. Quarterback making checks. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The short hands, it's Wiley. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Georgia going up tempo. Going to sling it on second down. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got... throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gonna look downfield again. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Wiley. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Georgia looking to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Quarterback making adjustments. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man quickly. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Wiley. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. They'll go to the air on second and short. It's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Bulldogs will snap it on first and 10.
First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. chunk play on 2nd and short. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Georgia Tech, 5.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking for a man. It's Grimes. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Number 63 in punt formation.
They punt it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. The clean, old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching